Good afternoon, and thank you for joining me here at the First Alert Desk. My name's Karli Barnett. We want to give you a look at some of the stories that we are following for your Sunday. Keep in mind, you can join us tonight at 6:30 on WANF. You can also join us at 10 on Peachtree TV and 11 back on WANF again. And we can see you back here at the First Alert Desk tonight at 8. That is when First Alert meteorologist Cutter Martin can give you a more in-depth look at the forecast in your area and answer any weather questions that you may have. So without further ado, I do want to get to some of these top stories that we are working on right now. This one is out of Clayton County. One second, guys. I'm just getting an update here from our digital producer. What's that? Got it. All right. Sorry about that. We weren't on our streaming platform. So, hey, we should be now. And if you are joining us on streaming, I'll go through that little spiel again. Hey there, everyone. We appreciate you joining us here at the First Alert Desk. We want to give you a look at what we're working on for your Sunday. And we want to give you an update of when you can join us on TV, which is at 6:30, 10, and 11. Whether you are watching on WANF, whether you are watching through our streaming here, or whether you're watching maybe through AtlantaNewsFirst.com or our Atlanta News First app. You will want to keep in mind that today and tomorrow we do have First Alert weather days that Cutter Martin will tell you more about later on. But that is a good time to go ahead and download our app, because that way you can get updates sent directly to your phone and you can learn more about the weather that's happening right in your area. So in the meantime, I do want to give you a look at some developments out of Clayton County. I'm actually going to take you to our website, AtlantaNewsFirst.com. Well, it was pulled up here. Let me see if I can get this back up in order for you so that you can see the mugshot. All right, bear with me, guys. All right, there you go. So this is one of our top stories right now on AtlantaNewsFirst.com. A suspect in Clayton County's most wanted list has been arrested following a high-speed chase. According to the sheriff's office, deputies say they spotted a Hyundai Kona recklessly driving, they say, at a high rate of speed along I-75 at the Clayton County line. So when deputies tried to make a traffic stop, they say the car took off and the chase started from I-75 going to I-20. According to investigators, the driver, who was later identified as Darius Antoine Roberts, exited onto Flat Shoals Road and crashed into the guardrail. Authorities say Roberts tried to run off, but he was tased before being placed in the back of a patrol car. After being placed in the back of the patrol car, the sheriff's office says the suspect turned and kicked out the back window of the car. Roberts was then taken to the Clayton County Jail. He is listed as number 7 on Clayton County Sheriff Levon Allen's most wanted hot list, with several warrants out for his arrest, including violation of probation, interference with government property, fleeing, stalking, aggravated assault, home invasion, burglary, reckless driving, possession of firearms by a convicted felon, and possession of marijuana. Investigators went on to say that they also found 100 oxycodone pills, half a pound of marijuana, and a firearm in the crashed vehicle of that suspect. So a lot going on there. But Clayton County making a major arrest on Sheriff Levon Allen's most wanted list. This happening out of Clayton County after that high-speed chase ultimately wrapped up earlier today. Now, this story is actually a continuation of news that we first brought you here at the First Alert Desk. This time yesterday, we had told you, unfortunately, a 16-year-old had drowned Friday at a beach in Tybee Island, where this 16-year-old was vacationing with some friends. And our reporter, Blake Devine, spoke exclusively with the victim's mother last night. She shares special memories of her son and also explains how they are working on raising money right now to bring his body back home to the Atlanta area and to have a proper service. So Blake Devine has more on this.
First time. Tragedy took place on Friday when 16-year-old Atlanta native LaQuavis McCrae was swept under the waves at Black River Beach in Tybee Island. His mother, Anita, got the call while she was working at the airport.
When she told me, my heart dropped. And she was like, your baby passed away. He drowned, the current took him.
2 other people, including his girlfriend Fabiana, went under the water in the same spot. although they were pulled to safety. While McCrae's body was discovered around 3:30 in the afternoon, according to the Georgia Department of Natural Resources.
No mother want to lose their child. No mother want their child to go before them.
The single mother of 3 says her eldest son, Leander, an incoming senior at Booker T. Washington High School, is still in shock.
They're supposed to graduate together, and now, he said, Mom, it's just me walking across the stage without my brother.
McCrae's family has started an online fundraiser to help get his body back to Atlanta.
Trying to get the money together so I can bring him home and give him a proper burial.
Still in mourning, his mother offered these words of wisdom.
If you never swim before, just don't go that far. Just stay where the water hits your feet. Be mindful. Don't let nobody persuade you or peer pressure you.
Reporting in Southwest Atlanta, Blake Devine, Atlanta News First.
Just extremely sad news to have to report. If you want to donate to that online fundraiser, we do have a link to that in this story on atlantanewsfirst.com. Final story that we want to get to today, we hope that you did have a safe and enjoyable holiday, 4th of July holiday, and now many of you who might have been traveling may be returning home to Atlanta, or maybe you're heading out from Atlanta, or maybe you're seeing somebody off at the airport, but either way, you're not going to be alone. Plenty of people going through Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport. The holiday weekend now winding down. Airport officials project more than 364,000 people will come through their doors between today and tomorrow. And our reporter, Asia Wilson, was out there this morning. She has a little bit more on how the travel landscape is looking right now.
It's kind of crazy out there, coming in and dropping off, and cars, everybody's going this way, so I'm glad I wasn't driving this morning.
Anita and Deck Burnett live in Kentucky, but on Sunday morning, they came to Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport to pick up their 14-year-old grandson, flying in from Florida.
His flight to Fort Lauderdale from Cincinnati was his first flight ever, and this was his second one coming into the world's largest airport. So, yeah, we're a little concerned about a grandson coming in, but we got a lot of confidence in him. And we're in touch.
Their grandson is one of more than 364,000 people airport officials are projecting will come through between Sunday and Monday after the July 4th holiday. And knowing just how bustling the traffic could be, they prepared ahead of time.
We stayed last night in a motel, and so that was planned. It was like, if we come in and stay close, we knew we could get a shuttle this morning without having to worry about driving in, parking, making all the arrangements to do that.
For some others, like Monica Munoz and her son, who are trying to get back home, their travel plans were slightly interrupted.
On our way home yesterday, we were in Huntsville, and then we got delayed out of Huntsville, and we missed our connecting flight to Key West last night because of the weather that came through.
But when she got to Atlanta, so far, so good.
It's been great. We stayed at the Marriott just close by here. It was very easy to just hop on the train and go over there and stay the night.
While this mom is not back in Key West just yet, she's not concerned.
We have pre-checks, so it's fairly easy normally.
And sends this reminder to all flyers.
Just be calm and collected.
In Atlanta, Asia Wilson, Atlanta News First.
All right, so definitely want to plan ahead if you are maybe flying out later on this evening or tomorrow, or like I said, maybe you're seeing somebody off who is. So these are some of the stories that we are highlighting for you for right now. Of course, you can join us on WANF at 6:30. You can tune in via TV, via streaming, or through atlantanewsfirst.com. We also, again, we will see you tonight at 10 and 11, and back here at 8. That is when First Alert meteorologist Cutter Martin will have a little little bit more information on those first alert weather days to keep in mind. But you can continue to keep up with us even when we aren't on TV through our website and through our app, Atlanta News First. So I'm going to leave you with a beautiful shot of Lake Lanier. I'm sure if many of you are out on the water still soaking up those last couple of hours of your holiday weekend, looking beautiful out there right now. We do know some of you probably having to dodge the rain in other parts of metro Atlanta. But in the meantime, take care, stay safe, and we will see you later on tonight.